How we doing, guys? Is it worth playing Geo Airpo? Justin, what is Geo Airpo? I missed England DR Congo. Damn it, I missed a game. Looks like England beat DR Congo, which I like to call Dr. Congo. Mexico, England. That'll be a good game. How we doing, guys? Hi, Darius. What's up, everybody? Is this worth playing over PoE 2? No. No, sir. No. Absolutely not. Diablo 4 is fun to play for like 3 days. Make one god character, and then that's it. It is fun for like 3 days. Why am I taking so much damage here? Excuse me, sirs? That's why you ask me. Brutal honesty over the fanboys. I don't even think the biggest fanboys out there are gonna say that this is a good season. How was the raid last night? Good. We got the best weapon in the game to drop. Karn got it. Karn got the best weapon in the game. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, guys, the season's already over. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Shuni, thank you so much for the prime. Darius, please release more plushies and you'll give 3 more of them. I will definitely talk to them, Darius. I'm gonna have to talk to the company. The first thing I would have to do is convince them. First thing I'd have to do is convince them that you know, we should even do it. Yeah, I would have to convince the company to do it, which I might be able to do. You're just getting the T10 in PoE 2 and streamers are already done with the game. Oh, I don't know what streamer you're talking about, but I'm not done with PoE 2. You ever seen the show Lost? Do you remember when they say, we have to go back? We have to go back to the island? It's like that. Yeah, Lost was a great show. I have a serious question. I'm asking this honestly. What is the purpose of these things in the pit? They do give us a little bit more. They give us a little bit more monsters, but you could just run forward and get more monsters, right? I actually don't get it. Like, what's the point? It gives us currency to open those bags, I guess. I'm actually asking honestly. I'm just trying to get, why are we doing this? Like, I guess in Helltide it gives you more Cindy's per hour. Okay. I think we're going to be able to do this a little bit faster if I lower it just slightly. If we play Torment 7, I think we'll just be able to run it over. This is way easier on Torment 7. I'm just mowing it down. This is what it needs to look like. It needs to just be Pound Town, USA. Okay, so I activate this, and then I activate this. I get the little glints of hope, which will give me another bag, right? It just gives me another bag. But do the bags actually give me anything good? Like, is the bag something that I should be chasing? You want to go to Pound Town, USA? Well, bend over and grab your ankles, buddy. Okay, I got a bunch of... I got better loot on T7 than I did. Nice. I have one legendary glyph now. Seems there's a big Realm Walker event like some world boss, the Colossal Rupture. It's awkward design. Whenever that's up, I want to go do it. I want to go try it. Does it have a timer over it? Where is it? Can someone let me know when it's actually up? I'm gonna go do that.
It is done.
So if I turn this on, you built a rarity support character for PoE 2 and the return is really low? I don't understand. What do you mean the return is really low? Don't you play with another super strong DPS and do giga juice content? How's D4? I'm having fun, but I'm not having fun because the season's good. I'm having fun just because I like the season restarts. So they made the game good enough to where the season restart for a day or two is fun.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
But get off this shit game. I have a feeling today might be my last day. I don't know. Let's see. This is the best that Diablo 4 has been. I would agree with that with the expansion, right? The expansion. This is the best Diablo 4 has been. I would agree with that. I don't think this season, other than adding SSF mode, I don't think really did anything. The second best thing about this season, besides the SSF mode, was the nerfs, in my opinion. Them nerfing the shit out of the most broken builds, I think, was literally required. Is SSF kind of pointless? No. I don't think it's pointless. And the reason why I don't think it's pointless is it actually makes the tower leaderboards mean something. Okay, I got a much better thingy here. Realm Walker is in 10 minutes according to Helltide. Okay. So let's go do that. Okay, let's see if we can go find this. It says in Helltide. I don't even see Helltide up. Helltide is down for 4 minutes. Has anybody actually done the actual Realm Walker thing? Oh, it's by Zimbabwe. Okay. We're going to go do that after this pit when it spawns. We're going to go do that to see where it even is. We're going to go try it. And I want to see, I want to learn about it. Because it's the Realm Walker season. Hi, Draconian. How are you? Be honest, you just want to see how bad the mechanic really is. See, the problem with that logic is that would make me a peanut brain. If I log into D4 already saying that the mechanic that I've never even tried is shit, that makes me a peanut brain. I think there is a very high chance it's going to be complete shit. But no. I'm not going there preemptively with the idea that it's going to be shit. Yeah, 5 minutes and 16 seconds, Realm Walker. I'm going to do another pit. I have time to do another one. USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina is unfair. Why do we have to play two countries? Yeah, when they get 22 people on the field, it's cheating. If we can't beat Bosnia and Herzegovina, we need to just quit soccer forever. We should be able to beat Bosnia badly.
Quite the challenge.
Wow, those swords do way too much damage. Like, by a lot. It's actually not even close. I just got 100 owed by a sword after I'd already cleared the pit. I got 100 owed by a sword, upgrading my glyphs at the pit after I had already won. See that? Yeah, we're going to the Realm Walker right now. What happened to the safe bubble? That's a great question. All right, here we go. My first Realm Walker. I've done plenty of Realm Walkers before in a previous season. They said they made it better. Let's see. Congo was a far better team. I missed the game. By the way, it's not called Congo, it's called Dr. Congo. And no, it's not Democratic Republic of the Congo, it's Dr. Congo. Bosnia is better than Paraguay, and Paraguay knocked out Germany. Don't fool yourself into thinking Bosnia will be an easy task. I don't think of it like that at all, buddy. Tosilo. That's not how I think about it at all. We're the United States of America. We're a billion times higher ranked than Bosnia. There's no fucking excuse ever in any universe to lose to them. If we lose to them, we're absolute dog shit and should disband the team. That's it, you know? It has nothing to do with what, you know, they're better than this. What? Wait. Oh, okay. There's more. Okay, I see. I was gonna say, that can't be it. I that that was it? Dude. That's the season?
You're sweating like you've got that.
Stand in 3 circles, go, kill a boss in 1 second, go through a portal.
Then what are you talking to? Flaming elves! We have watched you.
Oh, there was, I thought that was like my chest, like my stash chest. I saw the chest on the left side. I saw it, but I thought that was my stash chest. I didn't realize that was a reward chest. Like, even this, like, this area is just a reused area with a teal vignette. This isn't even a new area that we're walking through. This is like a normal dungeon layout. Like, everything here is just, there's nothing new here. Realm Walker was a reused asset. These dungeons are a reused asset with a teal vignette. By the way, the teal vignette is also not new. the teal vignette is the Diablo 3 Ultimate Rift vignette. So even this is stolen. Or can't say stolen, it's from themselves, so it's reused. Everything here with the monster types aren't new. Like, everything here is just, it's like the Taco Bell menu. It's just the same 5 ingredients just mixed in a different way. How is the new league? Yeah, I don't know. It's... Okay, this might be a new boss. Or it might... Maybe it's not a new boss, but he at least has new wings.
The root person. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. You're mad as a meat helmet, you know that.
Juku, thank you so much for the sub, man. Has anybody watched, like, literally any other streamer? Are they all coming to the same conclusion? Did you guys know? I had a couple of content creators message me, literally say, how can we make content for this game when it's released in this state? Like, what are other people saying about this league? Other streamers. You tweeted about me? God, I hope there were feet pics involved. Is that it? Am I done with the quest? This is it. Didn't I just kill this guy? It's... It's Rax loves this place. God, I love Dick. Thank you for thinking of me, Mr. Kongor.
Mainlander, what brings you?
Unlucky. Do we wait for next season? I guess. Am I crazy, or does it feel way faster and the game feel a fair bit easier than last season? Well, one I was thinking that the same thing, Moxie, but one thing that I think is very different. There's two things that are very different for me. Actually, I would say there's three things that are very different that are just making me much faster. Like, I barely played any hours and I'm already like, I don't have very many hours played this league at all. I logged off yesterday to go play WoW with my guild. So I don't even have that many hours, and I'm already Paragon 157. But the first thing is, I know how to use the war plans much better. Like, I used the war plans the entire time. They weren't new to me, so I knew, like, exactly what to do. Another thing is, we all know about the maggot strategy in Helltide, right? The maggots just level you way faster, so you can level way faster, and getting those Paragon points much faster makes you feel stronger. The other thing here is, I'm not playing a new build. I was going in totally blind, making my Warlock build, standing around, trying to fix it all the time. I'm playing like my own Necro build guide now, and it's just been murdering. So I think all three of those things just make you go way faster. The audio is stuttering. Is the audio stuttering for anybody else? Okay, nobody else has stuttering audio, buddy. It's got to be on your end. Grim Dawn gets their expansion at the end of the month, Moxie, but it launches right on top of PoE 1, which is unfortunate. They launched it right on top of PoE 1 because this wasn't obvious. These companies hate us. Grim Dawn was a godly game. What's the purpose of the season mechanic tiers? I actually don't know. I feel like you can do the pit faster if you just ignore them. In Helltide, they do give you more cinders. Like standing here, I don't think makes me clear the pit faster if I would have just ran forward. And they give you little currencies to fill up the seasonal board for rewards. And it does have an infinitely scaling reward, but you max the original board in just a few hours of play. If you just play in Helltide in a few hours, you'll have the whole thing completely done. Is D4 still bad or is this good? Well, I would say this season made the game a little bit better. It's got SSF mode now, and it's started the process, excuse me, of nerfing the insane builds. Is Barb still immortal? I don't think that my setup that I had would work this league, but I wouldn't be surprised if people found a new way to make it work. Oh yeah, I need to salvage my charms.
Nobody walks anymore.
Why did I choose Necro here? I chose Necro just because I didn't play it last league and I thought it would be fun. This season sucks Akarat's balls. It's definitely in the conversation for... It's definitely the least imaginative season of all time. That's for damn sure. It's just a few reused assets. I still don't understand why I do this. Should just run forward. How does it feel to play D4 again after PoE? I don't even have a problem with the basic structure of the game. I don't have a problem with playing D4. The problem that I have is every single season is going to be an absolute nothing piece of shit with a reputation board that you click up 20 times that you can complete in 4 hours, that there's no actual mechanics to it and there's no permanent addition to it, to the game, that advances the game. Like, it's not going to be until the next time that we have to swipe our credit cards that we're going to see some meaningful change come to this game. That's my problem. You hate to be that guy, but you have more unfinished content after a month of PoE 2 than I would have logging in D4. I don't know hardly anybody. I don't know hardly anyone who has actually taken the time to really familiarize yourself with PoE 2 or really familiarize yourself with Last Epoch who likes D4 better. Like, there's very few people. Some people fired up PoE 2 and said, I hate this game, it's too complicated, I can't do it, and shut it down, but that doesn't count. You didn't actually play, you didn't actually give it a chance, you didn't actually get comfortable with making a build of the mechanics. Anybody who got comfortable with it and tried it for a bit, I know hardly no one in that scenario who would rather play D4. Woody, well, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for Woody. I don't know. I can give you a guess. I would guess if Woody could get the same viewership on PoE 2 as D4, I bet you he would prefer PoE 2. Woody is, I'll just say it in plain English. Woody is way too good of a player to be playing D4. It's just that simple. He's way too talented of a player, of a build maker to be playing D4. It's like fucking Stephen Hawking's playing Chutes and Ladders. The D4 gameplay is superior. Okay, so let's say I give you that. Like, that's not the craziest take I've ever heard. You enjoy, like, the gameplay, like the moment-to-moment clicking and fighting. I could even give you that. That's not even a crazy take. D4 has good combat. It's got a good engine. No problem. I give you that one. But what about everything else? What about the progression of the character? What about the end game? What about the campaign? What about crafting? What about everything else? I'll give you that one. That's not crazy. Sure. You could say Diablo 4 has better gameplay, like combat. Okay. No problem. I give you that one. Right. So, D. Cully. I'm giving you that one. No problem. Makes sense. But my question to you is, what about everything else? What about the whole rest of the game? You like both of them. Gotcha. I actually like both of them. Guys, can I please remind you of something? Okay. Let me put it to you this way. How many of content creators didn't play D4 Season 14? How many of them didn't play? How many of them just stayed on PoE 2 or PoE 1 and didn't even come over here? How many of them? Quite a few, most. Right. Okay. Now, why do you think I came here? Why do you think I'm going to make the State of Diablo 4 video tomorrow? And I know probably your first guess is for money or for viewership, right? It's probably going to be your first guess. I'll give you a clue. That's not the reason why. Why do you think I'm here? Does anybody have a guess? Why do you think I'm here? Trying it. To inform the players. Kinda, but not really, honestly. Cover ARPGs, kinda, but not really. To improve the game, getting closer. Yes! Damn Xion. Yes. It's because I actually still give a shit. I still give a shit about Diablo. I still give a fuck about this franchise. That's why I'm here. I don't want to see Diablo burn. I could just keep playing PoE 2 and stick my nose in the air and say, ha ha ha, all those stupid noobs playing Diablo, that franchise is cooked. Why would anybody play that? I could easily do that. No, I came here, I leveled a character, I tried everything, gave it a fair shot. I will give it a fair review, and it's about the season stuff, it's gonna be real bad. And I'm gonna tell them why it's bad, why it's unacceptable. If you don't want to listen, fine. But the only reason I'm still here is because I still give a shit. Believe me, the moment I don't give a shit anymore, I'll never be back. The moment I don't care anymore, I won't be back. Damn it. I'm gonna have to say in my video, like, there needs to be a completely I think they need a completely new idea toward they need a completely new mentality toward what a season is. It's very simple. If you had a chocolate shop, if you had a chocolate shop in town for 20 years and you were considered to have the best chocolate, and then all of a sudden 3 other chocolate shops show up, they're cheaper with way more selection and variety and better quality ingredients, and they give out free samples and they have sales and they do fun events all the time, and you say, well, it's time for our annual chocolate-a-thon where we try 2 new pieces of chocolate and that's our event, eventually you lose. And all the people who are sitting around saying, that's bullshit, don't listen to them, I have been having this chocolate for 20 years, don't change a thing, it's fine, they're completely wrong. So all the people that are sitting around saying, don't make Diablo like PoE, don't do things like PoE, I hate PoE, that's the worst idea ever. First of all, no one is saying to make the game like PoE. We're saying your updates should be the same magnitude as PoE's. If you're drinking the Kool-Aid and you think that PoE and Last Epoch and all them and Torchlight dropping these mega updates all the time that actually advance their game does not look bad on you, you're crazy. You're just crazy. It's no longer acceptable to make a season like this. It's not acceptable anymore. Because nobody in the industry does it except Blizzard. It's just that simple. Surely there's something else going on behind the scenes. What I honestly expect, what I expect their structure to be, is they have a pretty small seasonal team, or they have their alternating seasonal teams, or whatever they announced, if they still have that set up. And then there's an entire team working on the next expansion. And the expansion is where all their biggest ideas go in because it's paid. You want to know what Grinding Gear Games is going to do for their biggest update ever? They're going to remove the price. They're not adding a price on top of already the most expensive ARPG ever. They're removing the price. There's no price. It's free. Yes, the stash tabs are mandatory, so I don't think there's any way around it. So yes, the game still costs about $30 worth of stash tabs. Yes. Did I watch Frosty's video? Yes. Unless there's a brand new one. Yeah, I saw it with the monkey. Guys, attack the butcher. The butcher, guys. The big scary boss.
Excellent fight.
Cute. How much revenue does PoE drive versus Diablo? Well, I think for the longest time, I think Diablo absolutely dwarfs PoE in terms of revenue. But I do think that this is... I do definitely think the tides are turning. I mean, that's what it's gonna be, Depeche. It's gonna be a slightly different format. I'm actually not very interested. I'm not very interested in talking about why this season is so bad and trying to dissect it. I think we have a mentality problem with what the idea of a season is. As an Essence Strain Contagion PoE enjoyer, what build would I recommend in D4? Well, you could do some kind of poison rogue, because rogues are very strong this league. You could do a poison rogue. What are other really good? You could do Firewall Sorcerer. Firewall Sorcerer should be God tier. Firewall Sorcerer probably would be very good. I'm going to make one. Snidarius. I'm going to make one. But I'm making a bunch of really godly content for the launch of the game. And I'm doing a lot of research. I'm testing things on my own. And I need to make sure that I am completely knowledgeable about everything in the game. So every actual mechanical giga chat of PoE2, the Dream Cores, the Connors, all of them, I'm probably going to have to sit down with a pen and paper and watch every single one of their videos and meticulously just be a student of the game. I need to understand every mechanic forwards and backwards at its deepest level. And then I'm going to take all that information and then I'm going to make my own beginner's guides or overview guides. And I'm also going to write it out in words. I'll probably have a huge write-up on Mobalytics. If you don't want to watch a video, I'll just... And then I'm going to need to get lots of footage where I actually show you how it works. It's going to take me probably an entire month's worth of work to make like 5 videos, but... Sometimes I watch those Giga Chad videos and I learn something new. They teach me something I didn't know.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
I'm complaining, but according to the forums, the game is in a great state, and this is a good step in the right direction. Right, but wait, but everything that I said is not contrary to what you said. I never said that the game, well, great state is a stretch, but this at least in the best state that it's been in. And I've consistently said that this patch has made the game better. The nerfs and adding SSF to the game have made the game better. So all of my quote-unquote complaining is not counter to what you just typed. My complaining is the seasonal themes consistently, grotesquely under-deliver and add nothing to the long-term development of the game. Nothing. My complaining is about seasons. Not about the state of the game. And it's not a question of whether this patch made the game better. It did. I have more minions because of my hat. And then I have one more skeletal mage from my gloves. I found these random gloves. I don't know if they're good or not, but I found them, so I'm wearing them. Oh, you were trolling. Everybody says the same thing every season. Gucci, thank you for the sub, man. What's up, buddy? Feels like season 13, but worse. Here's Makuna. Here's a Diablo Giga Chat. Makuna, what's your honest opinion? What's your honest opinion of the season? Like, if you were, I'm talking about this season. We all like SSF mode. I'm guessing most of us like the nerfs. What's your opinion on this season? It's the same thing as the expansion. They nerfed everything and added absolutely nothing. Well, we got SSF mode. See, Makuna's even more mad than I am. See, I'm nicer than Makuna. I'll even say they added something. So, guys, I need like a temperature of the actual internet, right? Like, there's got to be a temperature here. Is there anyone out there that is vehemently defending the seasonal theme? That they're like, oh, this is really fun. Like, certainly even the most die-hard Diablo fan thinks this is shit, right? There's no way that exists. There can't be one. I bet Blizzard hates this, and they made it. It helps reset the meter for worm farming. That's honestly what I was using it for too. My buddy is a diehard Diablo 4 fan and thinks it's a good season. I'm not lying either. He's biased as fuck to the point where Blizzard can't do anything wrong. You know, I'm actually starting to think that for the longest time, I thought I was really helping by, you know, being a voice for all the people that really love ARPGs and have played these games for 20 years. But it feels like there's still a cult following that, I don't know, it's almost like a religion. They love D4 so much, and whatever Blizzard feeds them, they're just gonna love. And anyone who speaks against it is the Antichrist. And I don't know, like, maybe I should just stop making these videos. Like, I don't even get it. Who am I making the videos for? Like, I guess I don't know anymore. Yeah, the one-shot, I think the one-shot sword mechanic has been responsible for 90% of my deaths this season. And one of the times I was actually upgrading my glyphs on the pit and it killed me from a monster after I already won. I don't know, man. Here's the thing. When I make my state of videos, I talk to Thomas Mahler from No Rest for the Wicked. I talk to Judd and Boards and Muffin Man and Carve from EHG. I talk to Jonathan from Grinding Gear Games. Just about what's going on in the game and how can we make it better for everybody. I can't say that I like never hear from Blizzard. That's like not a true statement. But when I do have conversations with them, it's kind of like I get the feeling that their hands are tied. They're like, well, we already have a year planned out and this is kind of what we were already doing and we can't change it. So we like the feedback and we hear you, but we'll do our best, but you know, whereas like Jonathan is like, get me a clip. We can't reproduce this error. Show me. Oh, I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you, Jonathan. I'll show you. And he's like, oh, yes. When you kill this monster in the overworld, it's tied to the health of the underworld. So it kills the monster before you can arrive and you can't loot the items. Ah. Thank you. We'll fix it in not this patch on Thursday, but next Thursday. It's already fixed internally. It'll be fixed next week. It's like, it's just different, man. And at a certain point, I'm like, why do I even make these fucking videos anymore? I'm also not the brain of the main player base. This might be a terrible take by me, Mikey. I've thought about that. A lot of people say that. I've heard that 500 times is in streaming for 7 years. I actually think I've thought about this a lot, actually. I don't think what kind of quote unquote player I am has anything to do with it. And let me explain why. Like, for example, let's take Diablo 4 season right now. The sword mechanic. Right? The swords fall down, they one-shot you. That doesn't have anything to do with me being a blaster, right? Hey, Blizzard, we want you to use your seasonal development time to make content that has a permanent addition to the game. Butcher's fucking murdering me here. Like, hey, can you make seasons that add a new permanent chunk to the game that we can all enjoy? That doesn't have anything to do with being a blaster. That just helps everybody, right? That just helps everybody. There's a very few select suggestions that I make that might have something to do with me being a blaster and other people being just whatever you want to call it, normal players. An example of that is Blizzard. I love that you're nerfing everything. In fact, you didn't nerf it enough. Keep nerfing it. People get very mad at me. The quote unquote normal players get very furious when I say things like that. They're like, well, Rax just wants us to have nothing, and he only wants people who play 100 hours a week to have everything. That has nothing to do with why I suggest that. It's because when your build hits for 100 trillion damage and kills Uber Mephisto T12 in one skeleton bolt, you aren't playing a video game. And the response I get to that is, Rax, that's exactly how I want my game to be. I have 5 kids, 3 wives, 3 jobs. I get to play for 5 minutes a month. And when my skeleton mage throws a bolt, I want it to hit for 100,000 million trillion damage. Dude, I've had this conversation a fucking million times. But you aren't, but my comment is like, okay, I heard what you said. Do you realize in that 5 minutes a month that you're playing, you're not even playing you're not playing a video game at that point. You're not doing anything. You're just playing the AFK I win game from Big Daddy. You ever seen the movie Big Daddy? I win. What are the rules? I win. I mean, you might as well play one of those AFK mobile games where you literally just sit there and watch the screen and just watch yourself win. Like, is that how you want to spend your 5 minutes a month? Yes, Rax. I want to buy the battle pass. I want to look good, and I want to hit for 100 trillion damage with no gear. No. If you're sure that that's what you want, then yes, we have reached a point where you and I do have different opinions on the video game that we play. Now, we have reached like an impasse, an unresolvable conflict between us. But in general, with most of the suggestions that I give for most of the games, I don't think me being a blaster has anything to do with my feedback. I would love to have an intelligent debate about this. If you disagree with me, explain to me why. What am I missing? What am I not understanding? I would love to know. I will think about it. I'm not a closed-minded fool. Explain it to me. I've been wrong before. I'm wrong a lot. But I've thought about this a lot. I don't think it has something to do with it sometimes. It's that simple. They want to experience everything in the game. See, this is something that I don't understand. This is something that I actually don't agree with some gamers on. Like, let's take PoE 1. This is the best example I can give. How far should, let's take PoE 1 specifically. How far should average, whatever average means to you, how far should an average player, average skill, average game time, everything just straight down the middle average, how far should they be able to get in a season? So you have a couple of choices. You have beat the campaign. You have get to white, yellow, or red maps. You have get a void stone. You have get all 4 void stones. You have kill an uber boss. You have kill all uber bosses. You have make a Valdo map character. Or you have make a deep delve character. That's like the hierarchy of the unimaginable difficulty of PoE 1. So, for an average player, you're designing the game. How far should they get in a season? Kill 1 uber boss, somebody said. Beat the campaign. Those are very different answers. Kill an uber boss is way harder than beating the campaign. See, we need some kind of agreement here. And there's a Milky Way galaxy between beating the campaign, white maps, yellow maps, red maps, all 4 void stones, and then killing an uber boss. 4 void stones, somebody said. Get to red maps, somebody said. Kill 1 uber boss. I've seen that typed in 3 times. I would guess. I'm not talking about what I think the answer is. I would guess for every single player that creates a character on PoE 1 softcore trade, how many of them have killed an uber boss in a season? Now, this is a little bit skewed because the people who play PoE 1 are usually not new players. It's mostly veterans at this point. I don't think PoE 1's bringing in a lot of new players. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. So under the assumption that it's mostly returning veterans, I would say the number of players who create a character and for whatever reason, however long they play, that actually kill 1 of the uber bosses on their own, not buying a carry. They went and killed the uber boss. I would guess at a minimum it's less than 10% of people. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was like less than 5. Killing 1 uber boss, any of them. On your own, not buying a carry. I would guess it's certainly less than 10, but maybe less than 5. This is for like borderline veterans of the game. So, can we really say that that's the expectation? If let's just make up a number. Let's say the number is 10%. Let's say it's exactly 10. We don't have the data. We're gonna make an assumption. Let's say it's 10. Should we really put kill 1 uber boss as the baseline expectation for the average player's experience? Yeah, here's the entire reason why I bring this up. This is my entire point. Some people feel that if you're an uber casual gamer, that if you buy a game, you should be able to beat everything. This is true for games like, let's say, Final Fantasy VII, for example. Because if you can't beat Sephiroth, you can just go get another 10 levels, or go get another materia, or level up your summons a little bit. And eventually, you'll be strong enough to kill him in like 3 shots. You know, it's whatever. So, but in an ARPG, in a season where you have a limited amount of time, there are people out there that think, as a casual player, I don't play too much, I don't have that much knowledge, and I don't have that much time, I should be able to beat everything. I think that is an absolutely ludicrous take. I think it's actual insanity. If we design the game where T12 Uber Mephisto is capable of being cleared by people who barely play, the game is going to be shit. It's going to be a shit game. It's just that simple. I think the people who have this mentality are actually crazy. I'll give you an example. I love to use this example. Pokemon Scarlet, right? I bought it a few years ago. I like the Pokemon games. They're fun. I play the Pokemon games like an absolute fucking noob. I don't look up any guides. I don't look up any IVs of the Pokemon. I don't look up any of the move sets. I don't look up any of the best rosters. I pick one Pokemon of each type, and I pick some abilities that sound cool, and I walk around randomly with no idea what I'm doing, and whatever happens, happens, right? So, eventually, I beat the game, probably pretty quickly, even for like a casual standards. And then they had this end game system like Uber trainers or Uber Pokemon raids or something. So I went and tried it, and it was hard. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, my Pokemon lineup was not even close to good enough. I couldn't do it. So I sat back in my chair. I'm like, ugh. I beat the whole game easily, but I can't even take a step in the end game here. Now, should it have been that hard in the very beginning? Maybe not. Like, someone who is capable of beating the final trainer in the campaign probably should be able to go into the first raid and kill a Pidgeot or whatever. I couldn't. It was way too difficult. Like, I wasn't even fucking close. But I didn't sit there and say, like, I definitely thought it was overtuned, and I'm just like, okay, well, I think they could make this a little bit more forgiving when you walk into the end game. But I thought to myself, you want to know what? This is exactly what I preach about in ARPGs. I don't have a good setup. I don't have good moves. I don't have any fucking idea what I'm doing. So when I get to the really tough end game raids, it should be really hard for me. It should be, because I don't know what I'm doing. You shouldn't be able to just randomly beat the hardest content. You need some kind of a strategy here. I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. And I stopped playing, because I was like, I had a lot of fun with the game, but it's not worth it to me to min-max this endgame. I had all my fun. I got most of the Pokemon. I've had my Pokemon fill for now. And I just bowed out. That was it. Is Arbiter of Divinity not considered an Uber boss? According to Grinding Gear games, literally out of their own mouth, no. According to Grinding Gear games, there's very little or no pinnacle content in the game right now. Mark said that they're trying to stabilize the game first, and then they can add pinnacle encounters later. He said the non-quest Arbiter of Divinity will give you a little bit of sass, but no. I mean, my Plant Daddy guy kills non-quest Arbiter of Divinity in 3 seconds, so I would not call that a pinnacle encounter, no. The closest thing to a pinnacle encounter is a super juicy Grand Expedition. I think Grand Expedition is the most challenging content in PoE 2. My brother refuses to play PoE because of that friction. There is a solution, though. There is a solution for people in PoE that don't like that stuff. You don't have to deal with it. All you have to do is follow a build guide. Tell your brother to play Plant Daddy. You get it at level 1. You don't have to worry about the tree. Copy my tree. You don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. And if you say, well, no, that's stupid, I don't want to do that. Okay, just follow it to learn. You can't say, I want to build a car. Okay, well, let me teach you how to build a car. No. I want to build my own car. Well, right. But why don't I teach you how to build a car first? And then you can build your car after. You know? Like learning, like everything else in life. Learn. Pay 10% attention to why things are taken, and then that will teach you the building blocks that you need to make your own build. The passive tree is way less daunting than people think it is. It's really not that bad. 99% of people barely venture away. They barely walk away from where their starting area. Not their starting area, but their like section of the pie. You can with crazy mechanics, but in general, unless you're doing like an adorned build or something, or you're doing a split personality, which noobs won't have any idea what this shit is, and they'll probably never have either. You just stay in your slice of the pie. And half of the nodes in your slice of the pie have nothing to do with your build. So not only do you just have one slice of the pie, half of the nodes in that slice of the pie have absolutely nothing to do with what you're doing. So it doesn't matter anyway. So you do have a lot of choices to make, but not as many as you would think at all. I mean, it's really not that hard. Not when it's so punishing that you can brick a character. Can you explain to me how you bricked your character? How do you brick a character in PoE 2? I'm asking honestly, like, what happened to you? How did that happen? You're talking about in PoE 1? Well, also in PoE 1, right? You can maybe you haven't seen this update. You can respec for gold now. If you have a spec you don't like, you can just pay gold and switch it. and the cost of it is very, very low when you're a low level. So whatever build you got, whatever shit build you have that you don't like, whatever, you just go to some zone, farm a little bit of gold, and then you just respec the points. You can't brick in PoE 1 anymore because you can respec for gold. It's very low cost at a low level. You really can't brick it. Oh, sick. Yeah, okay. So you just didn't see that update. That was like a year ago. Maybe longer. That was the King's March update. You can respec for gold. And it's cheap. It's not it's kind of expensive if you're a very high level, but it's nearly free. Like, let's say below level 70, it's nearly free. No more bricking. These 3 events just spawn infinitely or what? Well, I found the greatest spot ever. The infinitely spawning triple season mechanic overlap thing. Just got 900 shards. Okay, well, that was a bit crazy, wouldn't you say? That was kind of fun. Well, I guess let's go do a nightmare dungeon. Okay, let's go to King Tut here. A D4 gamer here. Let us enjoy our cracked characters. If you want to sweat, stay on PoE. It's simple. Let us non-sweats and non-streamers enjoy our game. Not everyone wants Elden Ring, Dark Souls difficulty to enjoy a game. Stay on PoE and don't come back. I don't enjoy PoE, but I don't bash it. But the tryhards gotta bash D4 instead of moving on. It's a crazy mindset. Okay. So King Tut, can we have a civilized conversation here? Did you know that maybe you know this, or maybe you didn't. Did you know that the Diablo franchise, specifically this franchise, is like the most famous ARPG franchise? Did you know that for a lot of us, for our entire lives, this company made the best games? Did you know that? Do you understand that everything changed to this. This wasn't what Diablo was. The reason why grinding gear games even got created was to make the sequel to Diablo 2, because they used to make the best ARPGs. This completely new flavor of video game for this franchise changed what we had played our whole lives growing up. If they made a completely different game called Jim Bob's ARPG and made it exactly like Diablo 4, no, none of us would go to the Diablo 4. None of us would go to the Jim Bob directory and bash it. We wouldn't care. Do you see what the problem is? The problem is this was our franchise for our whole lives. What it has become, it has become a franchise for casuals that just want to auto win, as you described it, or however you described it. That's the problem. The problem is it happened to the Diablo franchise. They already made your dream game. They made Minecraft Dungeons. I think it was a quote from Riker when Minecraft Dungeons came out. Minecraft Dungeons has the depth of a bathtub. Pretty sure that was a quote from one of Riker's videos. I never forgot it. They already made Minecraft Dungeons for you. The problem is why did they have to take our franchise and turn it into this? This is the problem. Do you see where the frustration is coming in? And then people who come into this new shit, watered down store brand version of the franchise say that they love it and they don't want to change it. That makes us very angry. That really grinds our gears. We were here 20 years ago. That's the problem. I mean, Minecraft Dungeons already exists. King Tut is still here. He's letting me finish. Okay. That's my reply. You're wondering, why are we so mad that D4 is like this? It's because we grew up playing this game and it was not like this. That's the problem. This was our game growing up. I played Diablo 2 in my basement, my mom's basement after school, for years of my life. My favorite franchise. I literally made my career off of playing the Diablo franchise, and they turned it into Minecraft Dungeons. That's the problem. That's why we're mad. Have you ever heard me complain at all about Minecraft Dungeons? No. Oh, Minecraft Dungeons is perfect for the Minecraft community. People just log in and build blocks and hit stuff with axes. Perfect. Minecraft Dungeons is excellent. People change. Guys, believe me, all of us were dumber when we were younger than how we are now. We didn't get dumber. People do change, but usually we don't get dumber, right? The problem is there's a new wave of people that came in that tried the new Diablo and they really like it. And awesome. I'm glad that you really like it. But the reason why we're mad is it was not like this. I'm part of that cult following. I'll die on this hill. Let me ask you something, King. Let me ask you something. We're having a civilized conversation. I'm having a civilized conversation with someone who completely disagrees with me. I love this. Let me ask you something. Have you tried Path of Exile 2? But what I mean is, have you really tried it? Have you tried, like, what I mean is, have you gotten, like, pretty far with a build? Like, through the campaign, did a lot of maps, really experienced the game? Have you tried it or no? I'm on SSF. It doesn't say in the pit, but I'm playing SSF. You're in mid Act 2. You're on a Lightning Ranger. Okay. This is not an insult at all. Just my opinion. If you're only in Act 2, you really haven't experienced the game, right? There's 10 Milky Way galaxies of content awaiting you, right? But okay, you got the game, you fired it up, you made a character, you're playing Lightning Ranger. That's a good build. That'll be good for you. I'm very interested to see if your opinion would change after you get much further in PoE 2. I'm talking, you've beat the campaign, made an endgame character, you did some maps, you did a mechanic, you found a mechanic that you like, you tried to fight one of the pinnacle bosses. Now, it sounds like you play, at a slower pace, which is fine. That's how most people play. I have a feeling it's going to take quite a long time before that to happen, which is fine. But all I'm saying is I have played both of these games for multiple thousands of hours. I'm not guessing here. I know the mechanics of both games very, very well. If there was a Jeopardy of ARPGs, I would be a big threat on that game show to win. So I play them. I play Last Epoch. I play Torchlight. I play No Rest for the Wicked. I play Diablo 4. I have 13,000 hours on D3. I have 10,000 hours on D2. I have 2,000 on PoE 2. I have 3,000 on PoE 1. 1,000 my whole life. I'm not guessing. I know these games. And I'm telling you, if you got pretty far in PoE 2, I think there's a strong chance that your opinion might change. I think you may feel differently. I dedicated my life to playing these games. But you're not bashing PoE 2. Why can't the Sweat Lords stop crying? So, okay, let's try this, King. Okay, let's forget PoE 2. Let's go to D4. I have here. This is a great test. Let's do this. Let's pretend like I was writing Blizzard a message about the current state of D4. And let's say you were Blizzard. You're the player, like, however you feel about it. All I want from you is a yay or nay. Do you think that this would make the game better or not? Okay? You and I have viewed the game very differently. This would be my feedback. Okay, so here we go. First order of business. The Falling Swords right here. They one-shot almost every character. Bam! Insta-killed. I think the damage should be nerfed. Yay or nay? First point of feedback, they've been one-shotting people for multiple seasons. Can't believe they haven't fixed it yet. I'm not asking anybody except King. No, just dodge it. Okay. So King says the one-shotting swords should stay. Okay. So the second thing that I would say is the seasonal theme adds that there's nothing permanent in this seasonal theme that carries forward into another season. It's just here for 3 months and gone. And that development time that they spent didn't add anything to the game. So it's going to get washed away. And then we're going to get a completely new season in 3 months, probably of the same caliber. Whereas every other ARPG, all of them, No Rest for the Wicked, Last Epoch, Torchlight, Path of Exile, all of them, when they introduce seasons, it's with the intention of furthering the game. So my feedback would be, you need to start developing seasons that actually advance the game, instead of just random hodgepodge stuff that's deleted? Yay or nay? Or are you okay with stuff that they're working on disappears and you don't see it again? You're okay with it? Buy or grind while it's there if you missed out your loss? Okay, so let's have a conversation on this, because I think... Okay. I'm understanding what you're saying, but I don't think it's clear why I think this is important. Let me explain further. Here's the problem, King. The rate at which No Rest for the Wicked, Last Epoch, Path of Exile, all of these games, the rate at which they improve as a game is exponentially faster than Blizzard. The reason why is they don't spend development time on something that they throw in the trash can at the end of the league. I'm not suggesting this from a perspective of whether you log in to get the rewards or not, or whether you got to taste this new mechanic or not. In fact, according to Chris Wilson, that is a dark pattern, which is something that game developers should never do. So my suggestion is for them to be constantly working on ways to improve the game and then use that as a seasonal theme. That's why I'm suggesting it. Not for FOMO, not for fear of missing out on a season. Rax, don't give him the attention, just ban him. I don't even think this guy's a troll. I don't think he's... We're having a civilized conversation here. With that clarification, do you agree that the seasonal themes should be based around the permanent additions that they're adding to the game instead of random hodgepodge ideas that get thrown away? Or do you think that that does not matter and that is not a directive that Blizzard should have? It's funny they can't see that someone is having fun with D4. I'm having fun playing D4, King. I'm having fun playing right now. Even though I hate the seasonal theme, I think it's useless. I'm having fun. Even Diablo 4 haters, usually they have fun playing for like 2 days or 3 days. The problem is there isn't a lot of depth to it. You play for 2 or 3 days and you beat the entire game very, very easily if you have experience playing Diablo. If you're an experienced Diablo player, beating the whole season in 2 days is giga free. You will never do this in PoE 2. You will never have a mirror tier character in 2 days. Unless you get the 1 in a trillion drop luck, which you won't. Never happens. It is true with D3. It is true with D3, and that statement supports our cause, right? Because the whole reason why grinding gear games got created is because D3 sucked. So the fact that that also happens in D3 is just further support for what we're talking about, right? That further reinforces it. My take is coming from a job or a pro standard, though. I thought about making this series a lot, and it just won't go over well. It's like a lose-lose. But I don't think people get how easy it is to beat this stuff. I don't think people get, like, I was going to make a challenge where, see, the reason why I haven't done this is just a lose-lose. I've thought about this 1,000 times. Like, let me play like somebody normal, and let me show you how easy it is to beat Diablo 4. And what I was going to do is I was going to take a wheel and I was going to spin a class, and then I was going to spin a build, just random spin, and then I was going to put in so many parameters, like can never use the blacksmith, can never craft anything, must play on like the lowest difficulty the entire time, can't actually think about your gear, just put on gear, like every single limitation imaginable. But then the problem with that is then people would say, the problem is, Rax, is even when you put in that many parameters in the game time, you played the game for 4,000 hours. So you will just, you'll have the knowledge to just weasel your way out of all the problems that casuals would have. Like, I don't think there's enough parameters that I could put up where I could actually show people how stupidly easy it is. Yeah, I'm using the filter right now, yeah. Yeah, I should have Kirk. He's like never plays Diablo. I should have Kirk sit down, and this is all the only direction. I'm only gonna give Kirk 2 directions. Kirk, do Helltide, and Kirk, if an item has green text on it, equip it. That's it. Those are the only 2 instructions I give him. Keep it on the lowest difficulty. I'm not going to tell him to look for the maggots. I'm not going to tell him what events to do. Nothing. Just play. Just do whatever. And then he'll murder it. Yes, I'm in complete agreement with you there. The people who watch ARPG streams are not, almost never, casual players. I agree with you. I'm in agreement with that. Yes. If you're here, you're probably not a casual. Some of you maybe, but most of you know. Like, if you pull up a build guide and you know that the Helltide maggots spawn a lot of XP, those 2 pieces of information alone, you're already not a casual. Let's see. Can we re-roll a unique power, maybe? No, I don't have the stuff to do it even one time. Crying. It's okay. Hey, King Tut. Thank you for the conversation. I got nothing against you. The only thing that I hope is I do hope one thing. I hope that you can see in some way that I'm actually trying to help. There are people out there that just come around and bitch for no reason and hate everything and want to see Blizzard and Diablo burn. I'm not one of them. I don't want to see that.
You know where to find me.
What defines casual playtime knowledge or something else?
Excellent find.
Someone with a lot of knowledge. Someone with a lot of knowledge that doesn't have high playtime will still be a godly player. I bet you there's people in the chat that have a 9-to-5 job and kids and have a multiple hundred divine build in PoE 2 just because they know things about PoE 2. Knowledge is deadly in these games. By the way, Texasy, yes, when we were fighting about the state of PoE 2, by the way, did you try doing some really juiced grand expeditions? Because you were complaining that 200% quad tablet maps are not challenging enough. Now, Grand Expedition is not as hard as the Temple, but it's harder than 200% Delhi. I've seen those maps kill Fubgun's 20 mirror character, or however many mirrors his character is. You know, did you do that? So I mean, that's way harder than you have a 9-to-5 job, you beat every challenge in SSF, and you got a Mage Blood. I assume you got the Mage Blood out of Ritual. Here's one thing that makes me a little bit sad. Here's one thing that makes me sad about the new wave of Diablo players that are here that think that I am some tyrant trying to take their game away from them. It makes me sad because I'm trying to make the game better for them too. I think most of the changes that I suggest would actually help them. They think I'm the devil trying to ruin their game. Oh, okay, you converted. I was gonna say, getting a Mage Blood in SSF, that's almost guaranteed that you dropped it from Ritual. I think I'm strong enough to play on Torment 8 now. Bum, 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 bum. my wife used to beat me. Since D4 is out, I don't feel her punches anymore. Okay, so so wife beat you, used to feel the punches. You played D4, now you don't feel the punches. So D4 made you dead inside? Is that, I'm trying to follow the logic here. So, like, military with chronic pain from, you know, their services, should we have them play D4 to take away the pain, or? Is D4 good? Well, the expansion was pretty good. It cost us another 40 bucks, but have I tried Project Diablo 2? Yes, I have. I liked it. Jesus. In my opinion, ARPGs are not for casuals and they should never get an opinion on anything. Jesus. And people said I was Satan. Jeez. Guys, does anybody know which boss drops Bloodless Scream? So Diarrhea scored for Senegal. It's Astaroth. Okay. All right. Now, nobody tell me. I'm going to find where Astaroth is. Okay, I know where Grigor is. Let's see. This is Duriel. This is Butcher. Belial and Dariel. Don't tell me. I'm going to find him. That's Beast in Ice. This is Mommy. This is Zir. Okay, process of elimination. I'm gonna find it. Nobody tell me. So Astaroth, wasn't the Astaroth the guy in the second campaign? Shouldn't he be up here somewhere? Astaroth. If I was Astaroth, where would I be? Alright, fuck it. Where's Astaroth? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah. He's at the end of Nightmare Escalation Dungeons. Wait. So wait. Wait. It's all coming back to me. Wait. It's all coming back to me. He's at the end of Nightmare Escalation Dungeons, but you never want to do that. So instead, you fight some other boss and switch his drop pool to Astaroths. And that is the Mephisto or Belial? Belial. Okay. Belial. Okay. I'm going to remember where Belial is. This is Butcher. This is Mephisto. This is Duriel. This is Uravar. This is the new dude. This is Andariel. This? Ha! Easy. Process of elimination. All right, here we go. So you just kill this guy, and you just set his loot drops to Astaroth, so you don't have to do escalation dungeons, right? Hopefully I have a key here. Should be good right where I'm standing, from what I can see. Okay, it doesn't. It looks like I'm not good where I'm standing. Oh, the camera doesn't move with me. Oh. It's different. Oh, a 100-0 attack. Okay. Alright. So the camera doesn't move with me, and I can't get hit by the beam. Okay. Okay, redo. Redo. Camera doesn't move with me, and I can't get hit by the green. So I guess I go here. Okay, yep. Problem, no problem. Don't know what those are. I don't know what that is. Oh, oh, okay. One of them is not highlighted. Okay, I've never seen that attack. Oh, punchy boy. Oh, what's... Okay. Alright, I won. I assume Rax doesn't get my messages. Not a good assumption, man. I see it. Boink. Two-handed Skithy, is that what I want? Ancestral, please be it. Come on, Bloodless Scream. Alright, I got one. It's not a very good one, but it is one. Would I ever consider making a video explaining how to sell gear in PoE 2? Oh yeah, I'm already working on it. Yeah, this one is max 230, and it does have shadow damage multiplier, but it's not ancestral, right? So we got to do the other one. Alright, Bloodless Scream. Yeah, I need to re-roll them, but I don't think I have the I don't have the mats for it yet. I don't have the mats for it yet. And we want to use this set. So no, well, Could do this, maybe. I think this might be more damage than what I'm doing. Okay, and we're gonna change it. We're gonna change our... We're gonna change our...
Mainlander, what brings you?
I guess I could 3-to-1 these, right? And try to get a +1 charm slot, because that's the best. I don't get it. Where did it go? Where? Oh, on the ground? Oh. Oh. Dang it. Okay, we can get rid of all the rest of them, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Now... Okay, so all I got was endless copies of the same thing over and over and over. So this one's pretty good. This is godly. But it's the wrong set, so it doesn't count. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to re-roll this. Okay, we need that. And now we're going to re-roll this. Nope. Dang it. Nope. 2 dominions. Do I have a Phoba? Yes. This is much better than mine. Okay. Re-roll. 464. I think this is better than mine, actually. I need a Beru badly. There we go. Boom. Now we can just re-roll for godly shit. 65 stats on the Malor. I'll go with the resistance. No. This is pretty good on the Linta. Let's switch this. No. 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 How bad is my Beru? It's the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Let's switch this as well. This is very good on the Phoba, but my Phoba is really good, so never mind. Nope. 2 dominion skills on the Beru. Beautiful. Nope. 16 movement speed. No, I just got +2 minions. No. 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 3 dominions on the Beru printing. Okay. So now we have the correct set. Should be stronger now. Let me check something. We're sacking that. Okay. So this is the lowest thing possible. This is -1 because that's 950. Okay. All right. Well, supposedly, this is supposed to be more damage. We're about to find out. We're gonna see if it actually is or not. You got everything as a mythic drop in Helltide? Of course you did. Ah, yes, this is way more damage. It's not even close. Oh, yeah. This isn't even close. Oh, yeah. It's by a lot. Very good, very good, very good. Oh, yeah. This is much stronger. But I direly need a charm. I direly need a charm that... By the way, I didn't temper or masterwork my sword. I haven't masterworked any of my gear, actually. Should probably do that. I mean, gonna be in T8 with nothing. That's kind of stupid. Boink, 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 boink. Alright. Alright, all I have to do to beat this is open this chest and we're done. I thought you said you got them as mythic. Mythic is purple, right? You mean as ancestral? Oh. Why aren't they purple in the actual... Where did you get those from? Where did those drop? You got the perfect items just randomly out of a Helltide chest? Jesus, man. Of course you did. Stupid. Which chest? Just like a weapon chest or what? Is there a recipe to upgrade a unique to mythic? Did they ever... They did, didn't they? They lowered the butcher's health, right? This rogue's got some cool wings on. Senegal! Oh my god, dude. Senegal. Dude, did you see that guy's control with the ball? Running full speed, like traps it off of his chest, juggles it, one times it. You guys, any of you actually play soccer? You have any idea how hard that is to do? Dude, I thought Belgium was better than this, and I honestly thought Senegal was worse than this. Oh yeah, he's super on sides. Oh, dude! Running full speed across the thing, he traps it with his chest. And boom! Scissor kicks it into the top right corner. That guy is a god. Bro, dude. What the what kind of ninja shit was that? Dude. These players are crazy. My God. Dude, Senegal, Belgium has a family, man. You can't do them like that.
Impressive. Unfortunately.
I didn't realize that Senegal were such demon lords. One thing, why does Mexico have home advantage in the knockout stage? You know, that's actually like something I think that I've heard several people say that. I think that's got to be the craziest take I've ever heard. Usually, when a country hosts a World Cup, like let's say it's Germany, Germany, of course, has home field advantage the whole World Cup. So if multiple countries are hosting and Mexico is one of them, when the Mexican people have been dying their entire lives to watch their country play in the World Cup, I think if you think that the game shouldn't be played in Mexico, I think you should go to jail. Like, I think you've got to go to jail if you're denying any home country the ability to play in their country. Like, I think you've got to go to jail, man. That's like 10 years minimum. Of course they're fucking playing in Mexico. I'm not going to make them fly to Canada for a disadvantage. Yeah, but Lord Zero, that's what happens in every single World Cup. Some country hosts it, they get to play in it, and they have home field advantage the whole World Cup. Like, Lord Zero, I like you, so I'm not going to call the police on you. But my God, dude, anybody else that has that opinion, you're going straight to jail. Are you serious? What the fuck? The fuck are you talking about? Of course. Canada plays in Canada. USA plays in USA. Mexico plays in Mexico. Of fucking course they do. You want to know what? If the United States was the only thing hosting, you know what? Make Mexico's game in Texas. That way they're nice and close and they can come to their game. Dude, the World Cup means to every single country in the world except the United States, the World Cup means everything to these people. For the love of God, let them have the game in their country. Yeah, I crashed. The next game for Canada is in the United States. They might have scheduled where the games are going to be played like far in advance. The game just that game for that group might just be scheduled in the United States and Canada happens to be in it and maybe they can't change it or something. They probably decided ahead of time. However, I do think it would have been smart to calculate where, but wait, there's too many permutations, right, of how it could go. Maybe they couldn't calculate where Canada would have ended up. I don't know. I would be in favor if we could move it to a Canadian stadium to do so for Canada, but I don't make the rules around here. You're surprised anyone went to the United States at all? I don't I don't get it. Why why wouldn't people want to travel to the United States? Oh? Oh, good block by the Senegal defender. We'll just go ahead and ignore that comment. I actually have no idea what that means. Dude, Senegal, attack! Don't just turtle the rest of the game. Drive the dagger through their hearts. I live in Nebraska, and a lot of people probably wouldn't believe me, but they think Nebraska is this shit, barren, wasteland farmland, but where I live is actually very nice. You can see all the stars at night. There's lots of good food here. There's crime, but very, very low crime. Hardly any homeless. Everybody's very nice. The kids just go out and play and nobody cares. Just let the kids go out and play. Where I live is very nice. We're mega chilling over here. Pretty nice over here, really. When you drive into Nebraska, there's a sign that says "The Good Life." Nebraska is probably not a very interesting place to vacation to, but it's a very nice place to live. It's a very nice place to live. You're mega chilling in Nebraska. When Sarah came here, she's like, "You live in Nebraska?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's nice here." She's like, "It is?" I'm like, "Yeah." All right, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. I mean, we're mega chilling over here. It's pretty nice. And guess what? It was pretty nice. All right. Let's just add affix again in the same way. Actually, we need to focused reroll defense. There. Now I want to add skill. Oh, I just made literally perfect boots. Wow. Now I can focus reroll this. Oh, I don't care. I'll just play with them like this. I made perfect boots just now. 4 best affixes with the best GA. That's how you do it, boys. This is Piercing Cold. Hopefully I have this. I do. Boink. And then the chest is supposed to be Fortress. Let's actually try to make some decent gear for the first time in my life. Oh, never mind. Already can't do it. The omelet is supposed to be reanimation, and this is supposed to be Hell Commander. So the only Hellbent commander I have is here. So this needs to be... So then this needs to be reanimation. And of course, I have only 3 points into it. I hate life. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my god boots. Nice, I didn't even put my gems in my weapon. That's how fucking stupid I am. Can I craft a Giga Gem? No, I can't. Okay. Baby gems for me. And then the next thing I'm going to do is we need to masterwork. We need to temper and master everything up. So now let's actually spend some time making our guy not terrible. Let's go for the GA if we can get it. Wait. Yeah, we can hit a GA on a 900, right? It can be a GA. Right? We can hit the GA on this, right? It's 900. There we go. Got it. Okay. Certainly just movement speed here. Easy. Now here, on the pants, what are we doing? Life or what? Damage reduction for your minions. Okay. Let's try to get close to 30. Good enough for me. On the gloves... is going to be critical strike. What's my critical strike chance? Is it still 10 to 1? It's about 10 to 1, but my crit chance is way too low. So I think I might temper critical strike chance at the moment. Which I can't. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. So since it's not a choice, critical strike damage it is. Let's try to get close to 50. 50 is good enough for me. Here, I assume we're adding life for ourselves. I like that. Way too low of a roll. 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 I hate my life. Let's try again. It's a bullshit. It's a bullshit. And I can't get a GA on this one. Again. Okay, again. Okay, again. One of these times we'll get a roll that's acceptable. Nope. Nope. Gotta start at least with a 14. Is this broken? It says it can roll to 1500. Why do I keep there? 1480. Thank God. Here... Apparently DR for the summons is the play, so we can't get a GA, so let's try to get 30. 26, no. 20, no. 26, no. 22, no. 29, good enough. This might be the worst amulet I've ever seen. Ever. Like, actually ever. Do I have a new amulet? I can craft a better amulet than this. Nope. I don't have any amulets. God, I'm dumb. Why do I have such a shit amulet? Crit double multiplier. I mean, this ring is a billion times better than this ring, for example. I need to... Let's gamble for amulets, see what we can get here.
Yeah, an excellent pull, my friend. Fate smiles.
Not bad. Lucky hit doesn't do anything, right? No. Not great. I'll definitely take this one. Definitely that one. I'm actually going to spend 5 seconds actually making my guy decent for once.
All taken apart. Melted down.
This is definitely good enough. Now we can re-roll. Instead of re-rolling, I could craft. Let's see here. I need a chaotic re-roll. I might be able to fix this amulet. Let me see. Let me chaotic re-roll defense. Might be able to fix this. Or I could just chaotic re-roll resistance. Not resource. Resistance. Let's see what happens. Oh. That's how you do it, boys. Now I need to focus reroll offense. Yeah. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do, but it actually, that's actually okay. How do I want to play this? That's not what I wanted to do, actually, but it's fine. Let's try something. Let's chaotic reroll movement speed. Not bad. Let's chaotic reroll defense. Nope. Chaotic reroll resistance. Not resource, resistance. That's omega excellent. And then I can manually reroll. Now I can manually reroll the crit multi. Yes. And I could take crit chance or a better roll of crit multi. See what happens. $44 crit multi, good enough for me. Very good, very good, very good. Much better. Let's add a socket. Let's add a socket. We go ruby emerald. Ruby emerald. Now we have to fix the ring. Same way. So ring needs to be int crit vulnerable shadow multi. All damage multi works. Attack speed isn't bad. So I need a chaotic reroll resource. I got it again. Chaotic reroll resource again. Nope. Chaotic reroll resistance. Yes! Oh my god, yes. Have another perfect ring, Harry.
To the ancient isles.
All damage is good. Nope. Nope. No. Cost me 5 million a roll here. Vulnerable damage multiplier. This is what I want. How bad is the roll? Almost perfect. Crushed. Crushed, crushed, crushed. Save those. Now, so this needs to be hell bent. Hell. And this needs to be reanimation. Now what I need to do is I need to gamble all of my money on gloves and see if I can get better powers.
Well done, you.
Oh my god. Well. Oh, I can't use... Fuck. Can't use gloves in this build. Those are greatest gloves ever. Holy shit. Yeah, don't forget to lock the GA. My god, dude. They did you guys so dirty. They did you so dirty by telling you to do that. Actual crazy work. They did you so dirty by telling you to do that. It's crazy. Okay, so those boots are fine. Okay, this chest piece is complete shit. Okay, this is fine. We can just fix it with some rerolls. Actually, so I'm never gonna get all res, and it takes a million rolls to get all res. I think I'm just gonna settle immediately. We'll take the lightning res and reroll this to armor, and then we'll just call it good. So I don't want to be re-rolling all day. This chest piece sucks anyway. Need armor. Oh, God, we got all res. We have to take this. So now what I can do... Now what I can do is now I can chaotic re-roll resistance.
It has been a pleasure.
Chaotic re-roll here. Maybe I can fix this now. Only have 3 of these. Let's see what happens. Is life on killed is considered defensive? There. I made it perfect. Almost a perfect roll, too. Wow. Unbelievable. I didn't even think that was going to happen. Okay. Well, that's one way to do it. I got so lucky there. God, I love being lucky. Okay, let's keep tempering now. Done, done, done. Yeah. This is shit. So we go critical strike damage again. Boink, boink, boink. This could hit a GA, but I don't have any money, so we'll take a 50 here if we get it. I don't have any money to 46, good enough for now. Here is gonna be critical strike damage again. Nope. And this is 850s, so no GA. 42 is kind of bad. 44, I'll settle for that. Here comes another shit roll. Can't get a GA here either. 40 is bad. 30 is the worst roll possible. 30. Wait, I have a million of these actually. I can roll the rings till the cows come home. 48 is good enough for me. But let's redo this some more. I can do the jewelry all day long. 35 is bad. 40 is bad. Go again. 36 is terrible. 41 is terrible. 36 is bad. Next. 43 bad. 42 bad. 45 bad. Jesus Christ, game. Come on. I'll settle for 47. Alright. Now, we masterwork. And I think I really need to hit the crit chance here. Oh, one try? Okay. Let's go for the, I don't have very much money. Let's just go for the... And that's not good, but I don't... Well, I can actually hit reroll for free here. Critical strike damage, whatever, good enough. 10 million gold, I don't have any gold either. Let's pump this one up. I'm out of Opticite. Okay, no problem. So I should be, in theory, now, I should be a billion times stronger. I have to click this to click this. See something here. Okay, I think I just keep doing what I was doing originally. I think I just keep doing what I was already doing. So this. Okay, now we should be a god. Rax, after the Necro, can you Barab race me 1 to 70? I would actually love to do that. That would be very fun, but I think I gotta go play PoE, man. Not playing PoE is hurting my soul. I'm not a part of Maxroll anymore. I won't be. It's very unlikely I'll go back to Maxroll either, because I signed a contract to stay with Mobalytics until the end of my career. So I'll never change again. I'm staying with Mobalytics as far as I know. Okay, we should be way stronger now. In theory. Which probably means we aren't going to be stronger at all. But in theory, we should be much stronger. Well, yeah, I would say I'm a little bit stronger now. Yeah. I would say, yeah, that was pretty good. I killed the boss in one second. That was pretty good. Takes a bit for my mages to get going here. All right, mages, boom, boom. Okay. Well, I think we got a little bit stronger, boys. Can confirm that this new setup is better. Let's see here. My inventory is currently full. Oh. Whoa. Where did all these come from? Okay, now guys, I'm going to teach you something. Now, when you get a bunch of items, what you're going to want to do is look through all of them and make sure to check for any upgrades for your build. But boom, like that. See it, bitch. Just kidding. Don't do that. Everything is garbage. All right, what are we doing here? This looks bad. Let's re-roll it. I'll go Helltide Boss, Grand Helltide, here, Pit. Grand Helltide, here, Pit. It's fine. Time to go to Helltide. Let's turn the difficulty up for sure. Oh, Belgium! Belgium's not dead yet. Uh-oh, Senegal. You got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to stop them. Do you get better drops and harder difficulties? Absolutely. Yes. Maggots, yes. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. I need to open as many chests as possible. Take Excusi blood. Yeah, I can't believe the Netherlands is out. Germany is out. Belgium might be out. This is crazy. Num 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 num. Everybody's saying 2-2, but I don't see it on my screen yet. Oh! Oh my god, Senegal, the choke of the century? Belgium scored 2 goals in 3 minutes? Jesus. Can Belgium score again? Just they gave a yellow card to the, what, Belgian goalie? Do we know when the next world boss is happening? Guys, there's a realm walker in 5 minutes.
You see me.
Yeah, they really sped up the realm walker. He's so fast, it appears that he just stands still. Did the Senegal goalie just throw it straight to the Belgium person? Guys, I know you all really care about this, so just to let you know, Realm Walker is spawning in 353. Worst case scenario, Gilbert, I think Necro has Blood Wave, right? Blood Wave is a Giga S tier build, so you can play minions really far and then just switch to Blood Wave. Is this season good or bad? Um, the worldwide acclaim for this season is outrageous. Um, they're like different news outlets are calling it the greatest season ever for an ARPG. The the little fissures in the Helltide and the pit and this Realm Walker you're about to see. We've never seen anything like it in an ARPG. It's revolutionary. Nothing short of it, really. No, it's pretty much the worst season ever. But it's okay. You can't see the boss timer. Yeah, it's just southeast of Zimbabwe. Why am I torturing myself? I'm not torturing myself. I'm having fun. But my fun meter is kind of running a bit low. It might be It might be PoE back to PoE 2 tomorrow, but I'm not hating it. It's all right. Chill. Oh, way down here. Okay, guys, here's Realm Walker. But wait, there's more. Now we have a door. Okay. Watch this event. This is the follow-up event, so watch this. There was a boss there. Okay. Yeah. So that was it. That was Torment level 8. I'm on T8 right now. Did did the event start yet? Yeah, so that was it. That was the event, guys. That that was it. Hey, I finally got Fortress.
A good business and fortune to you.
Tomorrow, my State of Diablo 4 will be out.
It is done.
Well, there is something that we can agree on, guys. There is something. We can agree that out of all the seasonal themes that have ever happened, that this one is certainly one of them. And the crowd goes mild. Oh. Well, that's certainly looking on the bright side, Daisy. I haven't done one of these in a while. These aren't worth doing at all, are they? I'm just gonna see. Can I just stand here and win? The only thing I'd have to dodge is one of the swords. Like, these can't be worth... These can't be worth doing because... if you're doing this, then you aren't looking for maggots, right? The only thing that matters is how many maggots you spawn per hour. Everything else is completely irrelevant.
And you, my friend got promoted to be a good person. I hope I will.
Split personality. Dirter, you need a split personality jewel that starts at Templar, costs 3 divines. Split personality. That's the answer. Yeah, this was exactly the same as yesterday. It was Cartman into Hans Zimmer. It's a sign. You look so bored playing D4. You feel for me? I'm not bored. I'm doing all right. I'm having fun. Still pumping up my guy, but I've definitely had, you know, close to enough. You know, I today might be my last day or tomorrow, I think. But I did have a good time. I'm chilling. I purposely played very casually. We only played 11 hours yesterday. That gave us enough steam to do a second day. So, is the best strategy for this seasonal theme to stand here until you get to 2 bars, and then the second you get to 2 bars, you leave and you open helltides.com and walk that path? Is that the strat, or is there something else? I would imagine that's the strat. You get 2 stacks, not 3. So look, I'm almost at my second stack. We're getting there. Okay, now we're past the second bar. So now we just let it die. And the maggots spawn, see? There you go. Yeah. It's just maggots per hour. So now we just, let's see, if I go over here, if I pull up helltides.com, will show me where they spawn, right? So where am I standing? So I'm, hold on a second. Here we go. So I'm not even in the right. Okay, here we go. Now I'm in Nahantu. So there are 2 maggot spawns right here. So let's go there. There's also a maggot spawn just above me right here. Should be right here somewhere. There we go. Boink. maggot spawn. Very easy. Okay. Now we ride right here. Right here. Should be another one. So we just move around until we try to aggro the maggot. Should be right here somewhere. There it is. Boom. Okay. Yeah, this is just how you just print XP. Okay. Boink. Paragon level just like that. Okay. Now we go to the next one. I just opened helltides.com. You guys are going to ask me what I'm doing. Just opened helltides.com. Just running to where the maggots are. That's it. So down here, it says there's 2 maggot spawns. 2 maggot spawns right here. There's one. We grab all of that. Another Paragon level, easily acquired, and then bam. Halfway or a third of the way through the next Paragon level, and then there's another maggot spawn at the very bottom here. Right down here. There's another one. So we just run around until the maggot decides to appear. There he is. Boom! And guess what? Another Paragon level. Not quite. That only gave me half of a level. Okay. Now we can go up. There's 5 maggot spawns up here. 5 up here. Right here somewhere. Should be a maggot. We just run around until they decide to spawn. Somewhere right here. No, I didn't want that to spawn. Okay, let's just leave. That's not what I wanted. There is a spawn right here on this corner, right here. Yep, there we go. Boom. Okay. Got a bunch of XP right there. There's another Paragon level. Okay. Now we go over here. Top left. There's another mag. Oh, yep, right here. The boom. The boom. There it is. Another level. This is it. Almost another level. Okay. Now we go right over here. And we go for another maggot. That's it. You just get it to level 2. You get the season thing to level 2. And then you just hunt the maggots for the rest of the hour, and that's it. It's right here, so we just gotta wait for it to spawn. There's also another spawn right over here. Just on the other side of this wall right here. We're just gonna move around, dance around until it decides to spawn. Come on, buddy. Actually, am I in the right spot? Yeah, I'm in the right spot. Let's go check the top one here. Right here. Come on, maggots. There we go. Good boy. Okay, so now that we have activated the ultimate thingy, now what we do is we go to the seasonal mechanic. Oh, nice, another maggot. Beautiful. So now we go to the other mechanic, back to the seasonal mechanic and level ourselves up to 2 bars. And then we do it all again. So let's find the seasonal mechanic wherever we can find it. Oh, we got another maggot right here. That was a surprise one. And I've already went up 10 Paragon here. My stream crashed? What the? Wait, what? Elgato turned my stream off. Guys, never be a streamer. Never be a streamer. Ever. Like, just don't ever do it. Trust me. How could me standing here doing nothing somehow break my capture card? Like, it's actually impossible, right? Like, that's not even a thing. Like, why is this a fucking thing? Why do things just break out of nowhere? Oh my god, dude. When was the last time I restarted my PC? This morning. Alright, here we go. I swear to God, the one time I minimized my chat to pull up the Hell Tides map, my whole stream crashes. My Elgato has no signal. Can you imagine just sitting here doing nothing and stuff just breaks? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine?
More loyal friends you'll not find.
See no problems down there. Okay. That's correct. Well, this is broke. I have to unplug the webcam here. Give me a second. All right. Yeah. I think my capture card might be fried. I don't know how. Tried the standard unplug it, plug it back in. Everything is plugged in correctly. But yeah, I can try restarting, I guess. I guess that's a try. I already restarted the PC this morning, though. This happened to me last night. Restarted it, fixed it, now it died again. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to shut off the stream here for a moment and try to fix it. I may be back on. If I can't fix it, I've got to go buy a new capture card because it's gone. Everything's gone. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try unplugging both of my computers. I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, might be back on later. Apologize for talking for 3 straight minutes when you couldn't see me. I pulled up the Helltide map and it covered the chat, and I couldn't see that my capture card died during that. That was pretty cute. Let me go try to fix this. Sorry, guys. Let's throw a raid over to Mr. Mods here while I try to go fix this. It might be toast. I might have to order a new one. If I order a new one, I don't know what I'm going to do for stream tomorrow. I guess I have to single PC stream tomorrow. Or maybe I can go buy one around here. Yep, D4 cursed. It's D4's fault. No, it's not D4's fault, but something's wrong here. All right, guys, apologize for that. Have a great night. I might be back later. Let me try to fix this. I'm gonna unplug everything. Good night, guys.